So are we supposed to start the podcast?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Patriots, gay-triots, they-triots, black-triots, brown-triots, and MAGA people can do what, Pumps?
Fuck off!
There she is. There's our little...
I mean, that's my one claim to fame is that fuck off. And I have to say, it keeps getting better.
It really does. I think it really fires up the base, the listenership of I've had it. I think as stupid as we feel doing it when we're in a studio with guests, like serious guests.
It's embarrassing.
Like I remember when we did it in front of Zoran Mondani and he just kind of like busted out laughing.
Yeah. I always feel like I just want to like put a bag over my head and do it and then take the bag off and pretend it never happened.
But in these moments where it's just you, me, and the listener and Kiley, it feels great, right?
Because it's like we're just by ourselves.
Yeah, there's 4 of us here. That's all.
That's
you,
it.
Me, Kiley, the listener. Seth. Sometimes Seth is in when he's in the background. You guys, as he's editing, he's on the stream. All right, the star of our show, America's greatest legal mind, the Princess Diana of podcasting.
Yeah.
Pumps.
Me, mommy, curtains.
What have you had it with?
Okay, what I've had it with, and I mean, I've had it with this every day, at least once a day. I've had it with people running around calling the Department of Defense the Department of War. That is the biggest little dick energy, teeny weeny peeny I have ever heard. When you have to say, I'm a big boy, I run the Department of War because I'm a big war soldier. It is so fucking juvenile. It just shows how unserious this administration and Pete Hegseth are. And just every time I hear someone call it the Department of War, it's like cringe, cringe, cringe. And so that's why I had just such a giggle when the last Suck Trump's Dick cabinet meeting happened and the Secretary of War's placard said secretary spelled SS. Like they can't even fucking spell. Only Congress can rename a cabinet department. So everybody calling it the Department of War, all you're doing is telling me you have an inferiority complex, you feel very insecure, and that your dick is less than 2 inches rock hard. And that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I just find it so offensive.
Yeah. These insecure, emotionally stunted men, I just feel like the gig is up. Like it's just so the insecurity, the little dick energy, it's just so cringy to watch. And then all of the people surrounding them that try to fluff each other up. It's like watching all of these people in a homosocial relationship trying to fluff each other up. No, you're pretty masculine. No, you're pretty masculine. No, you're pretty masculine. And it just
you're an alpha male.
Yeah, the brokenness of these men, I wonder if it's linked to young men feeling lonely and isolated because the people that could be their mentors, ambient mentors out in the world are these dipshits. And that would be pretty depressing, which brings me to my grievance, which is dealing with the other gender. I've had it with women that have full-time jobs getting on television or podcasting microphones or interviews, telling other women that they need to value marriage and children and staying at home. And these women are doing this from their full-time jobs. They are away from their children, have childcare, working 40, 50 hours a week, weaponizing their gender to use to suppress other women. And the through line in all of this fascism that the Trump regime is doing is misogyny. Mm-hmm. And they have intentionally weaponized these women like Bondi, Eric Kirk, a lot of these right-wing influencers, Megyn Kelly. All of these women are career women. Mm-hmm. They all have careers, yet they are telling other women, you need to value marriage and you need to value children. It's none of your fucking business
Right.
what other people value or what matters to them. First and foremost, this is a bullshit thing from the Republican Party that the Democrats need to respond to. And the Republican has had ownership in this for like 20 years. We're a pro-family party. Well, duh. Who's not pro-family? I mean, that's just it. When your policies as a party is you have to say something that is a foregone conclusion, then we know you're actually not pro-family. What we know is that you're only pro a certain type of family.
Right.
That you're an absolute bigot when it comes to other families, that you probably look down upon interracial families, that you look down upon families where maybe it's two lesbians or maybe two gay men. You think it's your business and you think you can quantify which families are better and you think you can quantify which women can work and which women can't because you're a party of codependent, toxic busybodies that like to crawl up in everybody's ass and park there and deal with this bullshit stuff instead of actually, if you were pro-family and you were pro-women, you'd shut the fuck up and get to work in Congress and do something that made a difference, but you don't. It's all propaganda. And women in this country do not listen to these grifting women that think it's their business what you do in your private life. Some women may want to be housewives and breed and have a bunch of kids. Great, swing for the fences. Not my fucking business. Some women may want to be married and have kids and have a career. Great, swing for the fences. It's not my fucking business. What I do want to remind women is that there has been a lot of work before all of us have arrived at this moment by a lot of brave women to make sure that women are safer. Mm-hmm. And there's still an ongoing fight for wage equality, which has still not been realized yet. And a lot of women, as these Christian women are out there propagandizing these very dangerous messages, it's very important right now on this Christmas day. Right now, there are women all over America that are in abusive relationships, maybe a relationship with an active addict or an active alcoholic. They are either being financially controlled or abused. The children are being financially controlled and abused and witnessing all of this. And if you really care about women and you really care about families, don't prevent exit strategies for people getting away from abusive relationships. Right now on this Christmas day, there are a lot of women in tears that feel like they can't leave because they don't have money, because their husbands have kept it all from them. This isn't all families, but it's some families. And this idealism that MAGA projects, this 1950s housewife that serves the martini and the steak, suicide rates among women were much higher back then. The data of all of this stuff is not that we were greater back then. As daunting as it feels to be an American right now, we're actually better because we have leaned into equality more and leaned into lifting up marginalized people, and really brave women that fought really hard for Erica Kirk and for Megyn Kelly, and some of these other women to have full-time jobs. These brave women took huge risks and really did the civil rights work for women to progress. And so as you're sitting there demeaning something that a lot of women fought for your right to do, you are endangering women, you are endangering children, and you are endangering the thing that you claim you love more than anything else, which is family.
Here's the thing. The tired Republican argument of we love family, we are so pro-life. Bullshit. You're pro-birth. You don't want any social safety nets. You don't want paid family medical leave. You don't want anything that facilitates making it easier and better for a parent or parents. And my follow-up would be, I was raised in a system of internalized misogyny. because evangelical Christianity, white evangelical Christianity, makes people believe that women are subservient to men. So you got to take a look at that. Why do these people allege that men should be the head of the household and women should submit? I'll tell you exactly why. It's in the Bible, and they want control. They want to control women. They want to control their sex lives. They want to control how much money they have. And there is nothing good that comes from making women be subservient to men, because old white men have been in charge forever, and look at where the fuck we are. And to add to your group of women that sit there and platform this idea that women should be trad wives, I think about the social influencers that are making a gazillion videos a day about how great it is to be a trad wife. Being a trad wife on the internet is a full-time fucking job. And let's not forget, there are some women that don't have choices. This model assumes women always have choices. That is not the case. So I completely, wholeheartedly agree with you. I think the Trump administration and the Republican parties latching on to, Project 2025 and all of that, it makes women less safe. I completely agree with you.
Go get them, pumps. All right. Welcome to I've Had It. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Angie.
Kylie's here. Kylie.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. Look at our little
Ho, ho, ho.
Santa's helper.
I'm your ho ho ho.
You're a lesbian Santa helper.
I am.
It's a DEI Christmas here at I've Had It.
I'm a DEI elf.
I love that. DEI Christmas. Nailed it.
Yeah, it's a DEI Christmas at I've Had It podcast. Everybody is welcome except for white, racist MAGA fuckers.
Yep.
Actually, any MAGA fuckers.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
across the board.
Yeah.
Okay. Today, I want to go over an Instagram post that I saw with you guys, and I'll describe it for the listener.
Okay.
So, the Tony Michaels post this. It's a photo of Trump walking through like a field of flowers. And it says, "You've heard of Elf on a Shelf." And then the comment section did not disappoint. So we're going to go through it. So you've heard of Elf on a Shelf, but have you heard of Pedo in a Meadow? Shit smear on the frontier. Poopy pants in the plants. Abuse of powers in the flowers.
Wow.
Arterial clots in the forget-me-nots. Dementia on an adventure. Disaster in the pasture. Theoretical in the botanical. Putin's pawn on the lawn.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
People are so good. Brain dead in a flower bed. Man-child in the wild.
I love this.
Cunt on a hunt.
Oh, that's good.
Insurrection in the flower section. Lard
That's so good.
Lard in the yard. Cognitive decline on a vine. Crazy in the daisies. This is the last page I got. Zero morals amongst the florals. Bubba blower with no lawnmower.
No.
Looking for Bill on the hill. Skid mark in the park. Small peen in the green.
No.
Labial neck folds in the marigolds. And tiny handsies in the pansies. And it went on and on.
That makes me feel so patriotic.
Yes.
That makes me realize, listener, we're still here. We've still got it. America is still here and we've still got it. That was so gorgeous. And that is America at its best right there. Truly. It's creativity. It's smart. It's clever. It's cunty. It's so good. Kylie, that was a Christmas miracle. I needed to feel faith in Americans. And that was an absolute Christmas miracle. A plus.
Love that. I mean, that was so good. My cheeks hurt from laughing.
When I saw
that made
it,
my Christmas.
I opened that comment section and I felt warmth. I felt like
Totally.
I feel like I want to put a flag up. That makes me feel patriotic because God, these fucking hey patriot. I'm so I mean, like, I feel like there's a national fatigue of these dipshits. Are y'all feeling that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I just wonder if it's me.
No, I think it's real. I think it's totally real. I mean, I just think everybody's like, shut the fuck up with your whole identity being the Trump fight video or photo and the American flag. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut. You got him. You got him 3 times and look at where we are. You fucking moron. And here's something. Sorry, Kiley, stay on the screen. Everybody needs to see Santa's helper.
Yeah.
I've had it with like this whole thing of like, we need to, have an off ramp and have a place for these triple Trumpers to come land. They're never going to like us. Never. If they triple Trumped, it's over. You have to get our own base out. The cool people that wrote all these comment sections, there's a bunch of those people out there.
I completely agree. I get so tired of hearing that because first of all, they're down to 30% of the country. You just have to cut bait and say, we're never going to reach them. Peace out. We're going to vote for your rights, but we're not going to try to endear ourselves to you. I completely agree. Totally agree.
I also think there's so many more of us than it feels like. And when the bot thing came out on MAGA and they're all from Nigeria, they're all from India, that was the most comforting moment for me because I was being gaslit this whole time. I'm like, there are not this many people that believe this.
Exactly.
And it proved me right.
It's all fake.
Yeah.
I mean, there's real ones. I've met them.
Yeah, we know some.
I'm related to them.
Yeah.
Every year, billions of dollars are spent on gifts that gather dust. But the greatest gift isn't something you wear or display. It's feeling your best. Superpower helps your loved ones take control of their health so they can feel better, live longer, and have more time with you. Superpower is a new kind of health platform that helps you finally get answers about what's really happening inside your body and what to do about it. I had Superpower come out. We did a lab that tests for 100 biomarkers. I got a full health report. And the best part is a personalized action plan built by clinicians, including nutrition, supplement, and lifestyle guidance. Give your loved ones something that actually lasts, better health, and more time with you. Go to superpower.com/gift to get a free $49 premium gift box with your gifted membership. After you sign up, they'll ask how you heard about them. Please mention this podcast and support our show.
All right, listener, one of the most important lessons we can treat our children is about money. It is such an important child lesson and it's often overlooked. This is why I want you to introduce Cash App to your relationship with your teen. Cash App is designated to meet teens aged 13 to 17 where they are with intuitive educational tools available through sponsorship by an eligible parent or guardian. Teens gain access to a personalized Cash App card that comes in different colors and patterns to fit their style, and the ability to instantly access money from family and friends. Cash App makes managing money feel easier, and honestly, it's just cooler than other options out there. The platform also has tools that can help teens develop real-world financial habits in a space that's safe and easy to navigate. Listener, for a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use code FAMILY10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC, direct deposit, and promotions provided by Cash App, A Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Okay. What's next, Kiley?
Okay, I've got some news stories. And this one is pastor, and this is real before you even ask, Angie. Pastor who farts on the faces of his congregation to heal and cure them with God's power is going viral. It says a pastor reportedly farts on people's faces as a healing process to cure all spiritual and physical problems. Pastor Christ Penelope of Sevenfold Holy Spirit Ministries has created a buzz online for his unorthodox method of healing people after a photo of him sitting on the heads of people, apparently farting on them, went viral. According to the pastor, farting near the person's nostrils is important so that the healing power can enter the body to do its work. Quote, "It started with Master Jesus when he stepped on Peter. It is the demonstration of God's power. Just like God made Adam go into a deep sleep, it's a similar thing." I have some photos of him. For the listener, the pastor is literally sitting on their faces, farting on them.
I don't even know what to say about this. This is so unbelievable. Like, I'm sitting there going, are you sure this is real? Because how can this be real? And then I think all the crazy shit that Trump does and says, no wonder people buy it and they're not offended, because they're going to church and their pastor's sitting on their face and fucking farting. Like, what in the fuck is happening? Why is this okay? Like, I don't understand.
All I'll add to this is I always think like there's no more reasons for me to be an atheist. That's been determined a long time ago. And the evidence just keeps rolling in as to, oh, here's another reason why I'm not into religion at all and think it's all a grifting, controlling bullshit. And listen, I know it's a big day for a big birthday boy. I know that, listener. And for those of you that are of faith and don't fart or go to a farting church or don't go to a big mega church where they're promoting you to tithe and you have some sort of, serenity that you get from this thing. I'm not talking about you, but because I'm a cultural Christian, you can see here I have all sorts of Christmas decorations around the apartment. I mean, love Christmas. It's really fun to celebrate birthdays and the birthday boy. But I'll remind everybody that before it was Jesus's birthday, it was a pagan holiday that the Christians borrowed. You can look that up. They would go out and get trees and bring them back. And it was more so to do with like sunlight and things. So, there's a lot of things that our species has worshiped and done. But I do think on this big birthday today, we do need to keep calling out these religions and mega churches and grifters like this, that at the core, people are just looking for belonging and answers and community. And there's so many bad actors in these spaces that really propagandize people into thinking like their whole ethos should be like purity culture and anti-gay shit. And that's what megachurch, that's what it boils down to. They teach purity culture, anti-gay, and then Christian narcissism. They don't teach anything. They'll maybe on Christmas they'll trot out and like feed the homeless or something. But if you go to a mega church and they have over $100 million just sitting in the bank, you're in a cult.
Yeah. And if they're farting on you at church, you're in a cult. Okay. So I have like an admission.
You're farting on people at church?
I'm farting on people at church. That's what I'm doing.
I knew it.
I didn't put up a tree this year. I didn't put up one last year because we were out of town. My thought
it's the devil. It's the devil.
I know. And remember, I used to all over the house.
To be a church-going Christian, and then you started hanging out with me.
It's all your fault.
And now look, you're not even celebrating the birthday boy.
I'm not. I put Christmas lights up. I have a wreath out, but I thought we're gonna go see my son that lives in Houston. I don't have one fucking decoration up in my house, and I kind of felt guilty about it. I even drove my fat ass out to this big Christmas store, and I was like, I'm gonna get in the season. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it on my kitchen table. I'm gonna do it. It was closed, and I thought, fuck it. I tried.
I also have to tell you something. Ever since you got on Ozempic and Mounjaro, you're not fat anymore. You weigh like 100 pounds. You're tiny. You were an extra small. You don't get to call yourself.
It's not necessarily a description. It's just a smart ass that, thinks they're cool. It's a fat ass, whether you're fat or not, in my lingo.
I appreciate it, but I'm not going to call you fat. Kiley, are you going to call her fat ass?
I'm not. No. Also, Jen, on your point, it just felt like a good day to remind everybody that when I was 12 or 13, I asked my parents for a purity ring because I wanted one so bad.
Yes. Because you went to a what, Kiley?
I did not yet. I went to I went to a Methodist church at this time, a small one.
Okay.
I
And then
didn't
you
do
went
that
to a mega church.
Yes. And now I'm a
And
lesbian who lives with her live-in girlfriend after 4 years. So purity.
And that purity culture is something they start just pumping into children. Did your parents get you the purity ring?
Yeah. I didn't have any money, so I had to ask for it.
And I'm
it's
sure
like-
they were delighted to give it to you, because I've known people that have gotten purity rings for their child has asked for a purity ring and they can't get to the store quick enough to buy it. And they think it's like a sign of good parenting.
Yeah, and it was like cool to have one. Like I was not as cool as other people that had one in my school or in my
because everybody had it.
Okay, let me ask you a follow-up question. Did you notice that the girls that were wearing the purity rings, were they like super
Slutty?
into the
slutty?
Okay, they were slutty. Okay, but my other question is, did they really believe it, or were they just doing it for their parents? Like, you believed it at some point.
Yeah, I did.
So the slutty girls have the purity
Here's what
rings.
I think we have to talk about, you guys. This is really important. It's really child abuse and damaging to tell kids, prepubescent kids, to start talking about virginity ad nauseum and saving yourself till marriage. And if you don't, it's the devil and these demons, and they're going to gobble you up. And this is abuse. This is incredible abuse. Instead of educating people as age appropriately as they go up. I mean, these are the people that think that there's some trans agenda in schools, right? Meanwhile, they're brainwashing kids to already have problems with their sexuality. They're pre-spinning desire. They're pre-spinning. Think about how diabolical that is. Once you get hormones, it's normal that you're going to want to slap and tickle. That's how it goes. Hormones, attraction, slap and tickle. They are pre-spinning hormones and pre-shaming children before they get the hormones. It is so fucking abusive, you guys. And it just never gets talked about. It just gets set aside that, oh, yes, purity culture and we're saving ourselves for virgins. It's the worst idea on the planet. To wait until you get married, and then then what happens? Kiley, think if you would have done this, the first guy you had sex with had a micro penis. Am I correct?
Yeah, and his nickname was Peen because of that. I don't even know his real name.
And then just think about it. If you'd married him, Peen, then you're a lesbian that gets fucked by a micro penis.
Yeah.
Forever. Had you followed your religion,
right?
Like, you wouldn't be this fabulous lesy, Santa's little helper. I think it's so insane how consumed American children are with virginity. And I think it's child abuse. I think it's child abuse to pre-spin shame into kids. And that's what mega churches do. That's what these little Christian schools do. It's horrible. And they feel guilt for lusting, which is just a crush. It's a fucking crush. Thinking about French kissing the boy that sits 2 seats over for you, and these kids feel like, oh, I've lusted and the devil's in my brain. It's fucking bananas. And those of you listening on this very holy day, big birthday boys day, on the East Coast, this shit is so real in Flyover America. Those two, I went to school with so many girls that were so all about purity culture, and and for the record, they were the first ones that got the cherries popped.
Yep.
Well, let me just tell, I know our forever listeners know this story, but when I first had sex and I was not married, I distinctly remember everything about it because we'd gotten a little hotel room.
Oh, wait, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, because I was in college.
Was it a hotel or a motel?
I was a motel. I misspoke. It
like
was
highway?
Motel. Hotel, motel, hall. Yeah, it was because one of my girlfriends.
A couple of follow-up questions. Follow-up question real quick.
ID. We had a fake ID to use it.
Was it pre-decided we're going to go to this trashy motel and we're going to fuck? Had you pre-committed to losing the virginity?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Planned. It was planned.
Okay. It was
And-
super cinny. Oh God, you little slut. Tell us every detail.
Raunchiest. I'm sure you could have rented it by the hour if you wanted to.
Oh, that's so
back
good.
in those days, you had to have an ID. So my girlfriend from Houston had a fake ID. She was cooler than us because we didn't have fake IDs. And so she went and rented the room under her fake ID name. So we went to dinner, we went and saw a movie, did the deed. And I distinctly remember like laying there thinking, when I get out of this bed, hell's going to open up. Devil's going to grab my ankle and pull me down. And to say that, I mean, that is as serious as I can tell you. I thought that, like laid there, like kind of paralyzed until I just had to go to the bathroom. Of course, I didn't go to hell. I'm a sparkling Vestal Virgin.
Any devil spottings?
Picture of purity and light. But yeah, so if you're on the East Coast or you're in a foreign country and you think that sounds fucking crazy, it's real. It is real.
And the Speaker of the House, everybody,
Yeah.
got his daughter a purity ring and took her to some freaky, creepy Christian ceremony where he fucking married her. And said, your virginity's mine, and then I'll give it to your husband later. So not only is this inherently sexist, this is child abuse. They are pre-spinning what happens to you, every human being, when you go through puberty. You develop a crush, you want to make out with people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly normal. There's no shame in it. And the diabolical and manipulative and exploitive nature of these evangelical white Christians to pre-spin this to prepubescent children is nothing short of child abuse. You are abusing your children psychologically and pre-shaming them sexually for something that every human being experiences: lust, desire, crushes. Teach them how to screw safely and with dignity and consent. That's much better, because these poor Christians, the teen pregnancy rate is much higher in the red states than it is on the coast, because they teach this abstinence only bullshit, and it just simply doesn't work. And my God, could you imagine? You wait your whole life and then you have sex, and then it's just like, what if that person is a gyrator, and Kiley's instance, a micropene, and you have to fuck that.
Here they come.
You have to fuck that forever. And these are the same people that are trying to make it more difficult for women to get divorced.
Right.
Wow. That's just, first of all, I just want to say, I'm so glad that the two of you are not in that black and white world thinking anymore, that you're both so like got your own brains and opened up your minds. And Kiley, I'm glad that you are the fabulous lesbian that you are. And my God, Pump's journey, I think, is one of the most important to be shared. I really do. I say it all the time, but you guys, Pump's was, I mean, she was
deep in the rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, you can read all about
Kiley,
it.
Yes.
You can read all about Pump's journey from roadside motel slut, dodging Satan at the Motel 6. That can be your follow-up book, Pumps.
Roadside motel slut. Hell in the motel. Yeah,
all right. I think we're going to do a couple of callers here on Christmas Day. And then we're going to let you guys go enjoy your families. I hope they're not MAGA.
Oxymoron, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Up first, we've got Eric P.
Hi, ladies. This is Eric from Rhode Island. Longtime listener, first-time complainer. I have fucking had it with Spotify Wrapped, Apple Music Wrapped, YouTube Wrapped, Books Wrapped, Podcast Wrapped, your mom's refrigerator Wrapped. Nobody gives a fuck what you listened to this year, what you did this year. I'm sick of seeing it. It is terrorizing my social media feed. At this point, the only Wrapped I want to be a part of is the Rapture. Get me out of this hellscape, please.
Okay, Mr. Rhode Island. That is so good. It's so true. And here's the thing about some of these internet trends. one person does it, like, oh, the Spotify rap. And I have fallen prey to this a couple of years ago. I'm like, I wonder what my Spotify rap is. And then I'll post mine. And it's like this herd effect with it. But I do think he brings up a good point regarding the rapture. And God, I wish it would come, because either all of the people that think they're going, all of the aforementioned sexual shamers, even they would not go, and we would all go. All the cool kids would go,
right?
Or vice versa. They'd all go, and then we'd get them out of here, and we wouldn't have to deal with all this fuckery all the time. Pumps.
No, I mean, I'm with Eric. Let's fucking go. I'm ready.
I want to ask you something. Did you think the rapture was real when you were a believer?
Okay, let me tell you. So when I remember growing up, and I want to say it was around when the Shah of Iran was like overthrown, and there were heated tensions between the US and Iran. And I distinctly remember sitting in a church where the pastor, who'd had an affair with somebody else in the congregation but was married, and everybody ignored it, but that's different. It's a different podcast. He was talking about all the signs of the rapture had been met. And it was coming because of Iran. It was happening. So buckle up, Buttercup. And then obviously it didn't happen. And I don't really remember ever thinking about it other than that. But there were I remember several different sermons thinking
and
about it.
Let me ask you this. Did you think, oh, I'm going, like this is the end? Or...
I was pretty young. I'd say 10, 11-ish. Yeah. So I didn't really conceptualize
was that
it.
Scary to think about?
Yeah. It was scary.
I always noticed my friends in elementary school, junior high, that were they were consumed with the rapture, consumed with purity culture. And it's it robs this type of strict evangelicalism. It robs a lot of kids of their youth. Like, you should be listening to music, making TikTok dances. In our day, we didn't have TikTok, but we would make up routines and lip sync for each other. Remember the lip sync shows of the 80s?
Loved them.
And we would have fun doing
was
that
fun.
stuff. And then they would get all wound up about something to do with the, rapture or promise rings and purity culture and all this shit. It really robs people of joy. A lot of that does. And I think if it's a true religion and not a cult, it should bring you joy and bring you a sense of peace,
serenity, not fear. And
I think for some people, for some Christians, they experience that. Like Adriana, that works for my interior design group. She's a Catholic, and she just says, my experience with Catholicism, it's mine, it's personal to me, and it's beautiful. And she never elaborates beyond that. And I always think,
I love that for her.
I do too. I really love it for her. And that's a beautiful thing. But God, it's been so bastardized by these insecure Southern racists.
Listener, do you ever feel like money just disappears each month? It's easier than ever to overspend, from subscriptions piling up to impulse buys after seeing an ad on your phone. Rocket Money helps you rein in by showing you where your money is going and helping you make better decisions so you can keep more money in your pocket. I did a Rocket Money sweep of my subscriptions. I was paying for so many subscriptions 2 and 3 times, and that is such a huge thing to take off your budget. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/hadit today. That's rocketmoney.com/hadit. rocketmoney.com/hadit.
This ad is brought to you by Vive Healthcare, the makers of Apertude, Cabotegravir.
You never skip your SPF, and you carry hand sanitizer like an accessory, but what are you doing for HIV prevention? One way to help protect yourself from HIV is Apertude, a prescription medicine used to reduce the risk of getting HIV in adults and adolescents weighing at least 77 pounds.
You must be HIV negative to receive Apretude and get tested before each injection. If you think you were exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your doctor right away. More HIV testing may be needed. Apretude does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections. Practice safer sex to reduce your risk. Get Apretude as scheduled. Missing doses increases your HIV risk. Don't take Apretude if allergic to it or taking certain medicines that may interact. Tell your doctor about your medical conditions, liver problems, and mental health. Serious side effects include allergic reactions or rash, liver problems, and depression. If these occur, get medical help right away. The most common side effect is injection site reaction. Bring your A game and talk to your doctor. Learn more at apretude.com or call 1-888-240-0340.
Okay, the next one actually goes well with our earlier points, and it is from Tiffany.
I've had it with e-news and other entertainment outlets referring to the adolescent girls, daughters of celebrities as, quote, all grown up. Look at the daughter of so-and-so. She's 12. She's all grown up. She's 13. She's 14. She's all grown up. No, she's not. She's a child, you pedophile. That's disgusting. Don't say, oh, she's not an adult. She's not grown. Stop saying that. I never see that about boys. I only see it about girls. Stop saying she's all grown up when she's 12. She's not.
So
That's such a great point, because we're in an era right now where people are trying to whitewash pedophilia. They're trying to make it less of a big deal that a 12-year-old or 14-year-old is sexually molested, assaulted, raped. Well, I mean, it wasn't like she was 3. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter if you are 15 or 12. It's called a crime. These people are children. And one interesting thing I think this caller reminded me, when you saw the young Republicans talking about Nazi shit, and they're in college at early 20s,
some of them were 40. Some of them were 40.
Oh, they were up to that age. This was just a bunch of kids in a group chat. Okay, so they're kids. But then we talk about the victims of Jeffrey Epstein and these survivors who were young children, girls, raped, molested, passed around. Well, they were young women. No. They were fucking children. It's sexist, it's misogyny, and it's a cover-up, in my opinion.
And here's just something that people need to realize about American culture. We have, especially in the South, these pageants and these dance groups where these kids are prepubescent in elementary school, and they have on full faces of makeup and are dolled up in this really bizarre thing. And if you transfer that over to Europe and to other places, it's very weird that Americans have these little girls that are twerking and this full face of makeup. It's really a bizarre component to our culture. And when you look at how that is somewhat of a fetishization of a child, and then you see this a lot with churchgoers that have their kids signed up into this. It's very normalized. They don't think anything of it, while at the same time they're telling the kids, yeah, twerk, do your 8 count of twerking, but also you can't have a crush on a boy. And it's this really weird treatment of little girls, in my opinion. And I think it's, remember like the John Bonet stuff, and then all of the dance moms and all of that stuff.
Which I was one.
Highly sexualizing children. It's a very highly sexualized component, and it's alarming. It's very alarming to see the hypocrisy in real life of you can do all of these sexual things here, but you have to be a virgin until you're married. It's like their whole lives are being set up to just satisfy male urges. And then for a Christian man, I think a lot of the reason why they want abortion illegal is because they, in their minds, think, well, I can only be attracted to a woman that's pure because of the virgin story that's baked into the Bible. And so I just think there's just a lot of room and growth for women in this country. And that's why, if I take it back to my original grievance, it's so alarming that you have women that are actively preaching to other women to give up all of the progress that we've made, and they act like it's their business.
Yeah. Completely agree.
Okay, the next one we've got is from Kate Ann.
Hi, Jen and Pumps. I'm a huge fan of the show. I just recently started listening, and I am now binging, and I'm still 2 years behind, but it gives me something to listen to 24/7. Anyways, what I have just recently had it with, because this just happened to me, is people who scroll through your photos when you show them one photo. I've had it. Like, it should be a standard that you know better not to scroll through people's photos unless they say swipe to the left, swipe to the right to see other photos. I've had it. Don't swipe through my photos because you're probably gonna see a naked photo of me. And that is what just happened to me with my father-in-law. So that's pretty
Oh my gosh.
You know what? You shouldn't have swiped through my photos. I've had it.
That's a great point, and I'm as guilty as fuck of doing it. I do it all the time when people show me one. Yes. They'll like show it, and I'll just start scrolling to see the other photos. It's 100% right. And I like other people show me something on social media, and I like it on, I feel like
you're the worst.
Into other people's phones. So she's 100% right, 100% right, and I'm guilty as fuck.
Yeah, if I'm showing Pumps something like, oh my God, you're not going to believe what Jane Doe posted on Instagram. It's so unhinged. She's like, oh my God, let me see it. Let me see it. I'm like, do not touch my phone. I will hold it right here. And she's like, well, I need to zoom in on it. And I'm like, your fingers are not going to touch the phone, because the amount of busting that Pumps does, busting that we're trolling somebody's Instagram account that we don't want them to know that we're trolling, which everybody does. And it's so fun to do. Little Miss leaves her fingerprints all over the place. But this reminds me of a story of some acquaintance of mine in Oklahoma City. So remember when everybody had video cameras before you had a video camera on your phone? Yeah. And so there's a married couple, and they videotaped themselves having sex, and their kids were kind of like toddlers at the time, right? So one of their parents comes over for Thanksgiving, and their toddler had just done something cute, and they had that on tape, and they're like, oh my God, we'll play it for you. We'll play for you the video of your grandchild doing something darling. Oh, and they put it on and press play, and it's their homemade porn for like all the family members that are there for Thanksgiving. And then, of course, as something like that happens, you have a hard time turning it off. And each second feels like, a decade. And could you imagine?
That's one of my favorite stories, because that should happen. It's so embarrassing. And it's like you said, it's like your hands are broken. The battery's out of the remote. Like, there's no way to stop it. God, I'd forgotten that story, and I sure do like it.
It's hilarious, right? It's such a good one. All right, Kiley, have you ever played any of your homemade porn for family members?
I have not. I did one time. My Nana, she's dead now, but she was a very, very proper, isolated, good Christian woman, didn't cuss, didn't drink, very rigid.
Oh, like Pumps and me.
Yes, very much like you all. And we had a family group chat, and you guys know people will make a fake link, and it'll look like a news story, and you click on it, and it's that black guy
with the big penis.
With the big penis. Mm-hmm. My friends sent me a link. I didn't even open it. I was like, oh my gosh. I copied it. I sent it to my family group chat. I did not realize until my Nana responded that I had sent the photo of the black man with the big dick to my Nana and my entire family. So I think
your Nana kind of liked it.
Here's the thing. It's now like a family joke. Like my cousins send me ornaments of him. We send memes of him. So
yeah,
Brian, our friend Brian Bogert, he would send that to me for years. And then he actually, I think it was last year for Christmas, he made me a puzzle. I have a puzzle of that meme of that guy with a huge dick. Like, he will not stop sending it to me. It's so hilarious because he would make these really juicy things and I fell for it every time. Like
every time.
Like Trump had, major stroke, is in ICU. And I'm frothing at the mouth, like clicking it. And then it's the guy with the huge dick, which really is a great juxtaposition, the small penis energy that goes on with all of these MAGA people. And then we have this, this
robust,
nice piece of chocolate with a huge donkey dick.
Yeah. I'm going to say, do you think that's AI, that penis?
No, he's real. And
that's real. Well endowed.
He passed away, which is sad.
He died?
I heard he's not alive anymore.
Oh my God, R.I.P.
I know that. I was hoping for more poses. I do. It's horrible to get it when you're like talking. Like I used to get it while I was at work, like with a client, like we're sitting in a settlement room at the courthouse and it would come through and I would see it and I would open it. And then you're kind of embarrassed because you're like, hi, but I hate to hear that.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, Merry Christmas, everybody. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, Merry Day. And thank you for joining us. We hope this has been a nice respite from your family. And Pumps, will you just tell MAGA what we tell them just one more time?
Fuck off!
You can do better than that.
Fuck off! Nailed it on Christmas.
All right, tell them, Pumps. This is the part where you say we'll see you next Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. We'll see you next Tuesday and Thursday. I was so proud of myself.
I know you should be.
I'll tell you what I've had it with. Let's hear it. I've had it with that.
Listen up, patriots, gaytriots, and natriots. We have a new podcast that has dropped. It's called iHip News. It's Monday through Friday, every day, 15 to 20-minute hot takes on the political landscape of the United States of America, always served with a side of petty grievances.
We are on all the available platforms, Apple, Spotify, Google, whatever you get your podcasts, and YouTube.
Please go rate, subscribe, and review so that we will chart upwards with America's greatest legal mind. Pumps, what does an eagle say?
Caw-caw!
A little bit more enthusiasm.
Caw-caw!
That's it. That's
caw-caw!
That's the patriotism that this country needs right there.